So come on guys, you knew I was gonna get it. If you wanna see how I achieved this look and swatches from the new Natasha Denona bronze palette, stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. Today's gonna be a first impressions, pretty short video on the Natasha Denona bronze palette. I literally just got it. It's a little bit broken, but that's okay. One of the shades, True Bronze, which is a soft, kind of pressed metallic glitter. It's, you know, a little bit broken. It's fine. And, you know, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it because it was packaged beautifully and it was not the packaging's fault. So I think I'll just press it back in and it will be fine. So let me go ahead and show you the swatches. And let's go from the top of my arm down to my hand. So we have True Copper, Suntan, Sundown, Deep Dive, Rhodium, Magma, High Degree, Alloy, Ridge, True Bronze, Gloaming, Gloaming, Palladium, Bliss, Silk, and Beach. And they all swatch beautifully. Silk is the one that I think is the most smooth and wet look. I have them again on my hand. You can see they're kind of like a spiral here as I did them. But the swatch that I showed you above should be better. So we're gonna go in and do a quick eye look. Again, I'm not gonna do anything complicated today. I am trying out a new foundation. It's not a new foundation, but it is new to me. And once I have a little bit more, you know, information on that, some thoughts on how it wears on me, I'll certainly do an update on that one. And I'm also gonna use one of the new Fenty, and I'm never gonna get this name right. I don't know what's wrong with me. The Slip Shine Sheer lipsticks. I think it's close. So I'll pair that because one of the shades that I got I think actually works pretty well. So let's go ahead and go in with Suntan. Now Suntan, and I'm being careful with this palette because like I said, one of the shades, the True Bronze, is slightly broken. So we're gonna go in with this shade here. And I'm just gonna go in very lightly. And you know, you may have already started to see some first impressions pop up of this palette. I knew I was gonna buy it. I love Natasha Denona. Her shades are my favorite. Her palettes are my favorite overall. And I love a good bronzy shade. The thing I was worried about was that the shades would be too deep, too intense for me. I do have very pale skin. And so because of that, I did not buy the face palette. Now, I am considering buying the Patrick Ta in She's So LA because I have seen it on a number of fair ladies on YouTube, including Kate the Great and some others, and Tara Lynn, who's darker than I am, but you know, still I would say, you know, a light to medium tone. And the Patrick Ta's looked great. The Natasha Denona's bronze face looked, to me, better suited to somebody who has a deeper skin tone than I do, which is great, which is awesome, because too often, and we all know this, makeup creators, beauty brands come out with products that are geared towards the lighter end of the spectrum. So there are many folks out there who don't have shades that work for them. So I think that's awesome, but I don't think it's right for me, so I didn't buy it. If it's something you guys really want me to review and you think it's something that would really work for me or that you'd like to see on pale skin, then I will go out and get it. But otherwise, I just don't think it's something that I'm gonna pick up. The Patrick Ta, I probably will pick up. I think I will pick up the She's So LA. Let's go in with this shade here. This is Beach. That was the last shade. This is a matte. as well. And these are both matte shades, by the way. One thing to mention, I didn't even mention this, the palette is $65. It is a mixture of metallics and matte shades. There are different formulas in here. The only one that went on like a wet, had a wet feel, a wet look to it, is the Silk. But you know, you can tell by these shades, all of them swatched beautifully. All of them are very soft. And like I said, the True Bronze, the one that came sort of broken up, I think it's so soft that I don't think no matter how it was packaged, it was, I mean, I think this thing was packaged beautifully. It had bubble wrap around it had cardboard around that it had a box around that it was in another box. It had nothing to do with the way that it was shipped. I think it's just the product itself. Okay, so far, love those shades. Again, bronzy, browns, coppery shades. I love these types of shades. These work well for me. They're in my comfort zone, and I love that. Let's go in to the Rhodium. Now the Rhodium is, again, I'm being careful with this palette because after all this, I don't want to break it more. This one right here. So it's not the darkest shade in the palette. The Deep Dive is the darkest shade. The Rhodium is the second darkest, and the Rhodium is definitely a glittered shade. Oh, that's really pretty. And the Rhodium, if you remember from my hand, is a little bit cooler, but very, very pretty. And I think will be a favorite of mine just because I like the shade of it. I like the undertone of it. I just think it's really pretty. And I think for the face palette, like I said, I think I'm not going to pick up the bronze, but I might pick up the tan, which I have not purchased before now, because I've seen a lot of folks do comparisons between the bronze face palette and the tan face palette. And the bronze looks to be too orange and too deep for me, but the tan looks like something I should own, and I don't. And I don't know how I've made that mistake, but I will need to rectify that. Okay, so let's go back into the Rhodium, and I'll put that along the bottom lash line here. And you know what I'd say, guys, although these shades look intense, maybe in the pictures that we've seen, when you're looking at them, you know, they're very like coppery and bronze and stuff. I actually think that these are not muted, but I don't think they're as colorful as maybe some of her others. So I don't know, if you're interested in the palette but you're afraid that it would be like too much, I'm not getting that from this at all. In fact, I think these tones are pretty muted. Not basic, they're beautiful shades. I just mean they're not, you know, they're not over the top at all. Okay, let's go into the Silk. The Silk was the one I said is like wetter, or at least it felt that way. And I'm gonna use my finger and just put that all over the lid. Wow, that's a beautiful shade. And guys, this is just first impressions. I'll definitely, you know, do more looks with this. But yeah, that's extremely pretty. Okay. Let's see if we can use, I think, the lightest shade in here. Maybe I'll even go a little bit of the Alloy and see if I can put that in the inner corner here. That pop a little bit. Yeah, I think that looks really nice. Okay, so let me bring you guys in so you can see a little bit better, and then we'll go from there. So this is the eye look up close. I think it's really pretty. I really like the shades. That Silk is a gorgeous shade. In my opinion, this palette's worth it for just that. And if you wanted to deepen this up a little bit, I'm gonna go into the Deep Dive. That's the darkest shade. Yeah, you can definitely get Like if you wanted to, some real depth out of that, guys, to deepen up a look. That's a good shade. What do you think? Okay, let me curl my lashes, put on a little bit of mascara, and then we'll try the Fenty Nude Lipstick. Okay guys, so the mascara is on. I'm using the Marc Jacobs at Lashed mascara, and if you saw my review that I did last week, I really am enjoying it. I think it's a really nice mascara. I actually even like it better than his other mascara, which now the name has left me. I'll put it below. But I really like it. I think it looks really nice on. It doesn't irritate my eyes or my eyelashes. I think it gives me nice length, keeps the curl. I have great things to say. And I like the brush. So, you know, I love this palette. I'm not surprised that I love this palette. I love these types of colors. I actually like warm shades. I like cool shades too, but I mean, I like warm shades. I think the copper is beautiful. I love bronze. I mean, I love it. I think it looks nice with my complexion. You can't really see my hair. Sorry, my hair is up, but I wanted to get this out to you as quickly as possible, and it's like 90 degrees here in Boston. I don't know. Something is broken, and it's just too hot to have my hair down. So, you know, I was like, I have to run up and do this right away. So anyway, but it goes really well with my hair shade. I just think it looks really, really pretty, and I love the formula. I'm gonna have to play around with it a lot more, obviously, but off the bat, my first impressions are it's great. I think it works fine for pale, fair skin. I think it looks beautiful, and I don't think you should worry about that. The face palette, there are a number of content creators, like I mentioned. Kate the Great has a review up. Tara Lynn has a review up. There's a couple, and I'm sure there'll be more. And you might want to take a look and see what other fair skin content creators are saying about how the Natasha Denona bronze palette works on their face, because I just, you know, I don't think I'm gonna purchase it. So unless you all really, really want me to show you how it looks, I think I'll pass on that one. But the eyeshadow palette is stunning, perfect. I also didn't pick up any of the lip products, and I don't think I'm gonna pick up the Patrick Ta lip products either. What I did pick up are the Fenty, and I'm gonna get this right this time, Slip, Shine, Sheer, Shiny lipsticks. I picked up 3 shades, and I'll do a review of them in another video, but I picked up Glazed, I picked up Retro Rose, I think that's the name, and I picked up Bubble Rum. Now, Bubble Rum is the color that honestly I knew was probably gonna be a little much for me, but I liked it anyway. I liked the look of it, so I bought it. I also wanna get I think it's Cookies and Cocoa or something, because I saw that on someone else, and now I want that one too. But I will say this is, you know, I'm basically, you don't have to watch my review, but I love them. They're gorgeous, I love the feel, everything. But I'm gonna use the Bubble Rum today, because I actually think it'll finish off this look pretty well. See, perfect. Honestly, the Bubble Rum is this gorgeous shade. Now I know this is about Natasha Denona, but I have to show you this. This is the Bubble Rum, and doesn't it look like it just fits perfectly with all of these other bronze shades? It's this, you know, it's like, it's this sort of cool, sort of warm. It's got this gorgeous feel to it. I mean, I love this shade. And I love the Glaze, and I love the Retro Rose too. And like I said, I want to pick up the Cocos and something, or Cookies and Cocoa. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this particular line, but I can't remember any of the names. But anyway, I just thought this would look perfect with the bronze look. So again, love the formulas. It's $65. There's 15 shades, mattes and metallics. Natasha Denona, to me, when she comes out with her eyeshadow palettes, you know, I have found very few that I dislike. This is the hard case, by the way. which I do prefer over her soft cases. I like the hard case. The back has the little pinpoint holes so that you can push out and move around the shades if that's what you so choose. The shades are all beautiful, and I'm looking forward to playing with all of them. And that's it, guys. I would definitely purchase this. I just think it's beautiful. And I think, as far as I know so far, none of these shades are duplicates. Now, sometimes she does put the same shade and change the name in a different palette, but I looked through my other palettes from her. I didn't see any exact dupes, and I didn't hear her or anyone else mention that there were the same shades in another palette. If I do hear otherwise, I will let you guys know. But my understanding right now is these are all new shades. And they all swatch beautifully. They all look gorgeous. The mattes and the metallics. So I can't say that any of them were dry or difficult to put on or anything. And they, as you can see, just, I mean, look amazing on the eye and blend out seamlessly. So there you go, guys. There's my review. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate it. If you're so inclined, please hit subscribe and like and share my channel. It makes a huge difference. We are getting to a relatively large milestone pretty soon, and when that happens, I have something that I want to do for all of you who are subscribing and sharing my channel, and that will hopefully be coming up soon. I would guess, looking at numbers now, probably in the next couple of weeks. So more to come on that. But again, thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. You guys have a good day. Bye-bye.